Hey, baseball fans. Welcome back to Tits and Streams, your go-to channel for daily baseball predictions. I'm Koken, and I'm here to give you the inside scoop on today's top matchups. Before we dive into today's picks, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss out on our latest predictions. If you enjoy our content, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends who love baseball and sports betting. Our channel relies entirely on your support. We don't have any sponsors, so every like, share, and comment helps us keep going. If you'd like to support us even more, consider donating by pressing the thanks button under this video. We love hearing from you. Drop a comment below. Your feedback makes our channel better. All right, let's get into today's predictions. Today we have predictions for 4 MLB games. The first prediction for today is for a game between the Oakland Athletics and Cincinnati Reds. As the Oakland Athletics gear up to face the Cincinnati Reds at Great American Ballpark on August 28, 2024, we're in for an intriguing showdown between two teams trying to claw their way out of a rough season. The Athletics, with a 57-75 record, are stuck at the bottom of the American League West, while the Reds, at 63-69, are battling it out for fourth place in the National League Central. Despite their lackluster records, this game offers more than meets the eye, especially when you dig into the stats and the matchups. Let's kick things off with the pitching duel, which could very well decide the outcome. The Athletics are putting their faith in Osvaldo Bido, a promising young right-hander who's been one of their bright spots this season. Bido comes into this game with a solid 5.3 record and an impressive 3.24 ERA. In his last start against the Tampa Bay Rays, Bido was lights out, allowing just 1 run over 5 innings while fanning 6. His knack for keeping the ball in the park, only 2 home runs allowed in 50 innings, will be key, especially in a hitter-friendly venue like Cincinnati. On the other side, the Reds will counter with veteran righty Fernando Cruz, who's had his share of struggles this year. Cruz's 3.8 record and 5.30 ERA tell the story of a season filled with inconsistencies, particularly when he's pitching at home. Though he managed to avoid giving up a run in his last outing from the bullpen, his overall performance this year has been far from steady. The A's will be looking to capitalize on this, especially since Cruz's ERA has ballooned to 5.40 over his last 7 appearances. The Reds' offense, while capable of big moments, has been hit or miss. They're leaning heavily on young star Elly De La Cruz, who's been a standout with an 833 OPS and 61 stolen bases. However, the Reds as a team have struggled mightily against right-handed pitchers, batting just 224 over their last 10 games. This could play right into Bido's strengths, who's been effective against teams with similar issues. The Athletics' offense, though not overpowering, has shown signs of life lately. They've hit 256 against lefties in their last 10 games and have posted a respectable .7119 OPS since the All-Star break. Center fielder J.J. Bled. A has been a key contributor, smashing 18 home runs and maintaining a .70 OPS. The A's will need him to stay hot if they're going to outslug the Reds. A crucial factor that might fly under the radar is the performance of the bullpens. Oakland's bullpen has quietly been one of the most reliable in the league over the past 10 games, with a 2.86 ERA. On the flip side, the Reds' bullpen has struggled, posting a 4.63 ERA during the same stretch. If this game comes down to late-inning execution, Oakland has a clear advantage. Historically, the Athletics have found ways to win in Cincinnati, showing they can tough it out in hostile territory. This game has the makings of another tightly contested battle, with both teams needing just enough offense to back their uncertain pitching. In terms of injuries, neither team is significantly hampered, although the Reds have been dealing with some bullpen issues that could make things even tougher for them. The A's, on the other hand, have stayed relatively healthy, which could help them find some consistency as the season winds down. In the end, while neither team is setting the league on fire, the Athletics have just enough going for them to make a strong case on the money line. Bido's recent form, the Reds' troubles against right-handers, and Oakland's bullpen edge all point to a win for the A's. It's not the most glamorous pick, but sometimes the smart money is on the team that's flying under the radar. I'm taking the Oakland Athletics on the money line. They might not have the flashiest record, but they've proven they can pull off wins in games like this, especially when their pitching is on point.
Welcome to BetUS, Sportsbook and Casino, your ultimate hub for secure and thrilling sports betting and casino gaming. BetUS is one of the oldest and most reliable online sportsbooks in the U.S., serving millions of clients all over the globe each month. BetUS, trusted for over 30 years, offers huge welcome bonuses, countless betting options, and many deposit and payout methods. Depositing funds is a breeze and safe, with a minimum deposit of just $10. Payouts are fast and hassle-free, beginning at only $50. Choose from various payout options like MoneyGram, couriered check, cryptocurrency, or bank wire. Signing up is quick and easy. For signing up, you can use the link in the description and enjoy a generous 125% welcome bonus of up to $3,000. By signing up using the link in the description, you'll also support us as we earn a small commission from your registration at BetUS. Thank you for supporting us. Join now and start winning.
The second prediction for today is for a game between the Houston Astros and Philadelphia Phillies. As the Houston Astros gear up to face the Philadelphia Phillies on August 28, 2024, we're set for a clash that has postseason implications written all over it. The Phillies are riding the wave of a 4-game winning streak and look ready to keep the good times rolling at Citizens Bank Park. But don't sleep on the Astros just yet. They may have hit a rough patch, but this team knows how to grind out wins when it matters most. The Astros, currently sitting at 70-62, are barely holding on to the top spot in the AL West, but their recent form has been anything but reassuring. Dropping 6 of their last 8 games, the Astros are looking more like a team in search of their identity as the season heads into its most crucial phase. Spencer Arrighetti, tonight's starter for Houston, embodies the team's inconsistency. With a .611 record and a 4.94 ERA, his numbers don't exactly scream dominance, but his August outings have been a different story. In his last 4 starts, he's posted a 2.55 ERA, fanning 36 batters over 24.2 innings. If Arrighetti can replicate that kind of performance tonight, the Astros might just have a fighting chance. On the flip side, the Phillies, with a solid 78-54 record, have been one of the toughest teams in the league this season. Their offense is firing on all cylinders, ranking in the top 10 in categories like runs scored and home runs. Their pitching, especially at home, has been nearly untouchable. However, Taijuan Walker, who gets the nod tonight, has been a glaring weak link in the rotation. His 6.6 ERA tells the tale of a pitcher who's been struggling, particularly in August, where he's been tagged with a 9.26 ERA. Walker's struggles could be the Achilles heel for the Phillies, especially against a Houston lineup that's more than capable of putting up crooked numbers in a hurry. When we look at the history between these two teams in Philadelphia, they've been fairly evenly matched, but the Astros have had the upper hand in recent interleague play. With an 8-3 record in their last 11 interleague matchups and a 10-2 record in their last 12 road games, the Astros have shown they know how to handle business away from home. The Phillies, meanwhile, have struggled in interleague games recently, going 3-7 in their last 10. This could be a sign that the Astros are poised to pull off an upset. Defensively, the Astros have been steady, boasting a team ERA of 3.80 and a WHIP of 1.25. Their bullpen has been a key factor in tight games, showing resilience under pressure. The Phillies' bullpen, while solid over the last 10 games with a 2.38 ERA, has been inconsistent throughout the season. If this game turns into a battle of the bullpens, the edge might just tilt in Houston's favor. Offensively, the Astros have been in a bit of a funk, managing only 2 runs in the first 2 games of this series, but don't count out the power of Yordan Alvarez and Kyle Tucker, who are always a threat to turn the tide. Alvarez, with 25 homers this season, remains a dangerous bat in the lineup, and Tucker's recent success against NL teams could be the spark the Astros need. In the end, this game could hinge on a few critical factors: whether Arrighetti can continue his recent hot streak if Walker's struggles persist, and whether the Astros' bats can wake up in time. The Phillies' home field advantage is strong, but the Astros' impressive road record in interleague play and their past success in Philadelphia make them a formidable underdog. So, despite the Phillies' current hot streak and dominance at home, the Astros' ability to exploit Walker's vulnerabilities and Arrighetti's August resurgence give them a legitimate shot at a victory tonight. Taking the Houston Astros on the money line could be a savvy move for bettors looking for a team that has shown it can rise to the occasion when the chips are down. The third prediction for today is for a game between the San Diego Padres and St. Louis Cardinals. As we head into this crucial clash between the San Diego Padres and the St. Louis Cardinals, the stakes are sky high. The Padres are gunning to keep pace with the Dodgers in the NL West, while the Cardinals are clinging to slim playoff hopes. On the mound, we've got Joe Musgrove, a seasoned right-hander for San Diego, set to face off against Andre Pallante, a righty who's had a solid, yet somewhat erratic season for St. Louis. Let's dive into Joe Musgrove. This guy's been electric lately, coming off his best start of the season, where he completely shut down the Mets with a masterful 7-inning performance. Musgrove has been nearly unhittable in August, boasting a minuscule 0.57 ERA over his last 3 outings. Although his career stats at Busch Stadium might raise some eyebrows, his recent form suggests he's primed to flip the script on his previous struggles in this ballpark. Historically, Musgrove has struggled in St. Louis, holding a poor 0.6 record with a 7.92 ERA, but his current momentum might change the narrative. Now, Andre Pallante for the Cardinals is no pushover, but he isn't exactly the type to intimidate opponents. Pallante has been reliable, especially recently, but he seems to be pitching beyond his means. With a 3.84 ERA, his numbers are decent, but his whip and strikeout rates suggest he's skating on thin ice. Facing a Padres lineup that's been explosive since the All-Star break, Pallante could be in for a rough night. On the offensive side, the Padres are finally looking like the powerhouse many expected. They've been hitting well, with significant contributions from across the lineup. Manny Machado has been a driving force, hitting home runs and driving in runs at a high rate. Jackson Merrill, the promising rookie, is also making waves in San Diego. This lineup is starting to meet its potential, especially in these crucial late-season games where every win counts. Conversely, the Cardinals' offense has been inconsistent. They have talent. There's no doubt about that. Mason Wynn has been a standout, and Paul Goldschmidt remains a formidable threat, particularly at home. However, they've struggled to string together quality at-bats, and their inconsistency is hurting them. It's tough to see them breaking out against a focused Musgrove. Defensively, both teams are solid, but the Padres' bullpen gives them a clear advantage. Since the All-Star break, San Diego's relievers have been exceptional, shutting down games and supporting their starters. The Cardinals' bullpen has had its share of ups and downs, especially in high-pressure situations. If this game is close late, the Padres' bullpen is likely to seal the deal. Busch Stadium, known for favoring pitchers, might offer Pallante some comfort, but the Padres have shown they can hit anywhere, especially on the road. San Diego's offense is versatile, capable of generating runs through both power and small ball, making them a tough opponent in any venue. Although the Cardinals have historically fared well against the Padres at home, current form is more important. San Diego is playing with a sense of urgency and confidence that's hard to ignore. The Cardinals seem to be struggling to gain traction. In conclusion, all signs point to a Padres win. With Musgrove's recent dominance, the Padres' potent lineup, and their reliable bullpen, they have a clear edge in this matchup. The Cardinals are desperate for a win, but that alone may not be enough to topple a team as hot as San Diego. I'm going with the Padres on the money line. They're firing on all cylinders, and with Musgrove on the mound, it's tough to see the Cardinals pulling off the upset. The fourth prediction for today is for a game between the Tampa Bay Rays and Seattle Mariners. As the Seattle Mariners gear up for the final game of their series against the Tampa Bay Rays at T-Mobile Park, the pressure is mounting. The Mariners find themselves just 3.5 games behind in the AL West Division, making every game a must-win as they chase a postseason spot. Facing a Rays team that's out of the playoff race, the Mariners need to capitalize on this opportunity. Luis Castillo, Seattle's ace, takes the mound with a calm, confident demeanor that has become his trademark. This season, Castillo has been a model of consistency, with a solid 3.66 ERA and an impressive whip of 1.18 over 159.2 innings. His 163 strikeouts speak to his dominance, particularly at home where his ERA drops to 3.15. Castillo's pinpoint control, evidenced by his low walk rate, makes him a nightmare for opposing hitters. On the other side, Tyler Alexander will start for the Rays, bringing a more unpredictable element to the game. With a 5.22 ERA and a whip of 1.30, Alexander has struggled to find consistency. His tendency to allow contact has led to some rough outings, and with 17 home runs allowed in just 81 innings, the Mariners will be looking to exploit his vulnerabilities, especially with their playoff hopes on the line. Offensively, the Mariners have struggled throughout the season, managing just 3.95 runs per game, ranking 26th in the league. Their team batting average of .216 reflects those struggles, though they've managed to stay competitive with 146 home runs. Cal Raleigh has been a bright spot with 27 homers and 79 RBIs, despite his .211 average. Julio Rodriguez, the young star, has provided some consistency with a .253 average, 11 home runs, and 40 RBIs. However, if the Mariners are to make a serious postseason push, they'll need contributions from more than just their stars. The Rays' offense has fared no better, scoring only 3.8 runs per game, placing them near the bottom of the league. Yandy Diaz has been their most reliable hitter with 134 hits and 57 RBIs, but the Rays' lineup lacks the depth needed to challenge elite pitchers like Castillo. Their recent performance, with just 5 runs in their last 3 games, highlights these struggles. When we look at recent matchups in Seattle, the Mariners have dominated, winning 8 of their last 9 home games against AL West teams with winning records. They've shown a knack for handling business, especially in day games, where they've consistently led after the first 5 innings. Defensively, Seattle holds a slight advantage with the best defensive efficiency rating in the league. Their ability to turn double plays and minimize errors has been critical in keeping them in games where their offense has faltered. In contrast, the Rays have been less reliable defensively, with a fielding percentage of .985, ranking 19th in the league. The bullpen comparison also favors Seattle. While neither team has been spectacular in relief, the Mariners have been more dependable in high-pressure situations. The Rays have blown 20 of their 61 save opportunities, whereas the Mariners have converted 30 of their 48 chances. Injuries and player absences might influence this game, but both teams are relatively healthy. Given the Mariners' urgency and Castillo's dominance, Seattle has a clear edge heading into this contest. The Mariners aren't just playing for another win, they're fighting to keep their postseason dreams alive. Castillo is poised to set the tone, stifling the Rays' offense early and giving Seattle the chance to build a lead. While Alexander may keep it close initially, the Mariners' lineup should eventually break through, particularly if they capitalize on Alexander's tendency to give up the long ball. So, what's the play? With the Mariners' stronger pitching and recent success at home, coupled with the Rays' offensive struggles, Seattle minus 1.5 is the smart bet. With Castillo leading the way, the Mariners should cover the run line comfortably. Look for a low-scoring game, but one where Seattle prevails, keeping their playoff hopes very much alive.